Hello, everyone, and welcome to hashtag High School to Success. This is our second segment, and we are going to address the demanding needs of engineering. And so, for those of you who have just left high school, or those of you who have already left for more than a year or two and taking your time to figure out what you want to do as your major. So we put this together for you to decide what if engineering is your call, right? So with me today is Associate Professor Dr. Iman. And Associate Professor Dr. Iman has more than 20 years of working experience as a civil engineer and geotechnical engineer. Okay, he obtained his degree in civil engineering from the University of Esteban, Shiraz, Iran. Okay, he has his master's in from UTM, Malaysia, where he studied the effects of vegetation on slope stabilization, right? Big words. And Dr. Iman has also completed his PhD in the research of soil foundation interaction at the University of Technology Milan, Italy, where he was awarded a PhD scholarship to conduct his studies. His research areas focuses on sustainable and green tech soil stabilization. Currently, Dr. Iman is the Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Built Environment and IT at Masa University. And he is associated with Anglo Ruskin University and University of East London. So, hi, Dr. Iman.
Hello, everyone. Good
Hi.
morning, everyone. Having a hope so far you had a nice day. Thank you, Jennifer, for a nice introduction. I'm very glad that I'm here, and I hope that I can share my experience with you all. Thank you.
Yes. So we've got a lot of questions for you as to why we want to do engineering. I mean, for those who are trying to figure out what they want to pursue. So we hope that our answers will help them decide, their next course of action and to embark on this interesting career, which, I personally have a lot of questions for you. So let's go with question number one, Dr. Iman.
Okay.
Can you tell me, right, if someone wants to be an engineer, how would I know if I want to do engineering? I mean, how would I know if engineering is for me?
Okay, so basically, it's very good question. In fact, it's the answer is very easy. You can ask few simple questions from yourself. Uh, are you eager to solve various problems? Are you creative and have a complex mindset that you can solve all the problems yourselves? Are you the one that from the childhood always trying to fix something, make a problem and make something easier for yourselves? If yes, yes, you are the engineers because engineers are passionate to make the life better for everyone. Engineers are humanists. Engineers are actually artists, and also they call it they are poets that they make a life more beautiful. So how to make a life more beautiful by solving the various problems. So if you are creative enough, if you are creative to solve various problems, if you are passionate to help people, to make a life and make the your around and surrounding a better world for your surroundings, then definitely you are the set and the suitable person for engineering. So basically, engineers are the one that they can analyze various problems and find best solution for the various problems. So maybe just one example, you see the current problem that we face, COVID issue, that we come up with the various solutions that how to make ourselves connected with around the world surroundings with the kind of communications IR 4.0 and this online various online communication. It was all the solution that come in mind of the engineer. So basically engineers are the one that analyze and they give solutions for everyone and make a life beautiful for all the human beings.
That's good. I mean, but I got one more question. Must you be really good in maths to be an engineer?
Okay. Basically, math is a part of the engineering which you can never run away. But don't worry, nowadays with all this digital equipment, everything that it come in place, is not that traditional mathematics that we have to solve so many line equations and formulas. But as far as you know how is it, easily you can pass it to various powerful calculators or computers to solve the problems mathematic wise for you. But of course you must know the basic theory so you can tell, you can key in the data correctly. However, how the data solved and calculated is not like my time that I have to fill in and read 500-600 page books to finally solve one question. So
Okay.
it's just nowadays you can have one a small calculator or even with your mobile phone that you have in hand. So you can just key in the data, you know the basic, you know the theory, then the AI and IoT application, computers and calculators, they do everything for you.
Okay, all right. So those listening in, don't have to get so scared about maths and stuff, lah. Huh? We've got a
Yes,
lot of
true.
modern tech to help you with that. But basics are always important. Okay, in MASA we have three types of engineering. We've got mechanical, we've got
Yes.
civil, and we've got electrical and electronics. Right. Within these three main areas, how would we know the types of specializations that are available to us?
Okay, maybe I can just show the basic information on this. If I want to show about this, what are the main differences? Basically, all come from the engineering background. However, for example, now you can see electrical and electronic engineering with honors that we have. So basically, electrical and electronic engineering. So the name is there. So anything related to electronics, uh, the first more important things, it is power electronics. We can generate the powers to have the lighting, you have your air conditioning at home, you have various general powered electronics that you have. It's all come from electronic and electrical engineering. However, the other things now, for example, now you have nowadays this 5G, the communications, network engineering, and telecommunication, all coming also from electrical and electronic engineering. Besides, you have a complex system of your, for example, at home you have TV, you have your stereo system, all coming from electrical engineering. And then also, of course, electrical engineering is very important for IoT application, robotics, and those robots that you can see all around the world nowadays, they basically they come from electrical knowledge background. And of course, one thing is that masa is very powerful, you know, masa very powerful with medical programs. So as engineers, we are the one that helping all the medical devices work correctly. So we have a area in electrical engineering which we call it medical electronic and biomedical engineering, which is actually these students can help the hospitals. For example, you go to the nowadays to the surgery rooms, you can see all very advanced equipment that control all the one surgery operations. So all these advanced equipment come from engineers and electrical engineers. So of course the doctors are the main person that how to operate. But of course doctors without engineers they cannot do that. They don't have the correct tools. So engineers
Yeah.
that make a correct tools for the doctors. So that's a one thing that we proud as engineers. So this
Yes,
is
yes.
about electrical and electronic engineers. And MASA, since we have a MASA hospital going on, we promise all our residents can find a suitable job in MASA hospital, which later we discuss about that. Then
Okay.
mechanical engineering. So of course, mechanical come from automation, manufacturing, design. So anything that design about manufacturing factories, you want to design the machineries, you want to automotive various automotive things, and also make the tools ready for your factories, machineries. All come from mechanical engineering background. So in mechanical engineering, actually, we are very powerful, especially nowadays in manufacturing, and also we apply 3D printer. So Masa has one of the most complete 3D printer in house, which we teach all our students how to make a 3D designing and 3D print everything, which is actually quite interesting with all our students. and the job opportunity in mechanical engineering, in manufacturing, it is huge actually. After this, basically we have civil engineering. So in civil engineering, it's the wide range of the construction site and also application. Civil actually come from civilization, as you know.
Yes.
So many things nowadays you can see that huge cities with all kind of civilizations and all kind of ideas come from civil engineering. So the wide range of the fields in civil engineering, such as for example the main things I can say is structure engineering, which you can say in Malaysia beautiful Petronas twin towers. So all the beams, columns and design come from civil engineering. We have highway and traffic engineering. Basically you can see the huge highways here, especially in Malaysia, the pavement designed the highway, it's all from civil engineers. On the other hand, we have traffic engineering from civil. So any place that you can see a traffic, so you have to think about civil engineering. Why civil engineering don't solve this traffic? So this come from civil engineers. My field, as you mentioned, it is geotechnical engineering, which is I'm working on the soil material and the foundation of the building. So of course, if any structure without a proper foundation, it cannot work. So it's come from civil engineers. And of course, in Malaysia, again, we have a very famous hydraulic and water engineering, which controlling the rivers. You want to make a dams, or you want to control the quality of the waters and the water filter and so on, come from the civil engineers background. And of course, the project management and construction management team, all got from civil engineering background. So you can see in civil engineering, the wide range of areas is there. So the advantage here is that, especially such a country like Malaysia, that you have lots of construction going on, not only in Malaysia, all around the world. So one of the highest job demand for civil engineers actually, because always the construction going on, never stop. You never see any place without the construction. So always our students, immediate they graduate, they can find a suitable job in the industry related to civil, mechanical, electrical engineering. So hope it is clear about various field of engineering.
Yeah, that's really a vast. I mean, we always hear, "Oh, I'm a mechanical engineer, I'm a civil engineer," but we don't really take note, unless you're an engineer, you don't really take note of the specific specializations. But Dr. Iman, do these specializations come into play at degree level or only in postgraduate level? At which
No,
point
all they start from diploma. So from diploma, we already have already is part of the engineering. So
I see.
basically, from diploma, degree, all these fields is part of your program, because you know. So that's why it is wide range. So that's why engineering is 4 years. So in 4 years, you will learn all these fields. So at the end, you can choose after your degree you want to study or work in any kind of field. It's, you are having the experience of that. For postgraduate, actually, you can choose a specialization in one area. For example, myself as a civil engineer, I learned all the areas, but for my postgraduate, I just choose geotechnical and foundation engineering.
I see.
So basically, all the fields you can learn during your studies.
All right. So you say that we learned, all a student that signs up for engineering will learn every aspect of engineering throughout diploma, degree, then
Degree.
specialization they can pick
In
in their postgraduate.
postgraduate,
Yeah.
which they can focus on the research area on area, any field.
Okay. So there is also this thing that MASA has, which is a dual award certification, where you do a degree and you get a master's from UK. Would you like to explain to our audience what are the benefits of signing up for our degree, which gives them a master's in engineering from UK?
Yeah, actually, we are working with the two universities in UK. For our electrical engineers, we are working with Anglo Ruskin universities, and for mechanical and civil engineering, we are working with University of East London. Basically, it's a great advantage for our programs, and we are the first in Malaysia, one of the first, in that we offer this dual award degree in Master of Engineering. So why we okay? While the students can study 4 years degree in Malaysia, but in UK the degree is 3 years plus 1 year for master. So our program is 4 years. So in 4 years, students can achieve master degree from UK. So it's amazing. Which if they want to travel to UK, they don't need to study master anymore. They can continue their PhD. So they studied degree in Malaysia, which is actually the price very affordable. The living cost in Malaysia is much cheaper than UK, and but they can achieve the same certificate with the same quality that they can achieve in UK, which is amazing. It's actually very attractive
Yeah, it's a very
for our
beneficial move to do
they can
this.
spend much less than UK, and at the end they can receive the same certificate from UK, which is very good. And of course, it helps us to control our quality. So of course, University of East London and Anglo Ruskin University is one of the highest ranking in engineering in UK. So when we are working with them, we have to be competent to our all around the world internationally. So it's helped us to control the quality of our program. So we are very, very confident now that our program is highest quality because a program universities such as University of East London and Anglo Ruskin University, they approve our syllabus completely same syllabus that we run in Malaysia. We didn't add anything. We didn't change anything. They see our syllabus, okay, approved, no problem. Which actually shows that how our qualities is high here, which is really competent to the highest level in UK universities. And then they have two certificates with a very affordable price in Malaysia, which is very attractive for our students.
Yeah. So, and we have a lot of international students as well with us who've chosen Malaysia to be where they want their UK
Yeah,
awards
that's
coming
completely
from,
true.
right?
That's completely true because the living cost, me as an international in Malaysia, the living cost is much lower. The complexity of living in Malaysia and Asia is much easier compared to UK, which is
I
such
think also in the weather wise, right? Weather and clothing. That's
so
another.
that, yeah, I mean that's the point that you have to think about that only.
Yeah, true. Okay. Then what is this, Dr. Iman? You've also stated here EAC,
Yes.
International Engineering Alliance, CAPE, Board of Engineering. So, as a parent, these are all governing bodies. So, as a parent, or even as an individual who wants to do engineering, should we make sure that the engineering program we take on is affiliated with governing bodies and such, so that we do have a qualification, I mean, or a value
Of
when we go
course. I
out.
mean, as a student, if you want to graduate, so basically each program have various governing bodies. So for engineering in Malaysia, we have EAC, which is
Mhm.
Engineering Accreditation Council, which is of course it's very important to have this accreditation. So what is this advantage that we have these accreditations? So
Yeah.
basically, in under this EAC, we run our program under such a standard, which we call it Washington Accord Standard. So
Mhm.
Washington Accord Standard, it shows that your program in worldwide and internationally can compete with other all around the world. So our quality and standard is worldwide. So basically, this Washington Accord Standard, it's all programs that they want to show, okay, your graduate is the same level worldwide. So Malaysia joined this agreement in 2009, and total currently around 20 countries plus another 5 new countries added to this list. So total 25 to 30 countries agree with this Washington Accord standard, which is highest level of a standard. So when the students graduate from this university, which is Washington Accord standard, when they go, for example, in Malaysia, they want to go work in US. So US see this standard, they consider, okay, these students already have the correct level of the knowledge. So that knowledge is suitable, so they can get the same level of salary, same level of respect all around the world. So it shows that how our program is
Globally recognized, right?
exactly in the highest standard, and we have this accreditation. So just now also you see this other collaboration that we have, and we are the third in Malaysia. after UKM and USM achieved this collaboration from CAPE, which is Chartered Associated Building Engineer. So after students also graduate, they want to become professional engineers, professional civil engineers, and so on. So this actually the chart, this association that we get full year 5 years accreditation from them. It first of all during the studies, the students can become first member of the become free member of the engineer this organization, which they help them to access the free conference, free books, free library, and free activities. And after they graduate, it helps them to become professional engineers as soon as possible, which is actually very great advantage that we have from in MASA, and it shows again we have one of the highest qualities of engineers in MASA as well. And
Um,
let me continue on this. So to make
yeah.
sure that we have this highest quality to approve by this board of engineers and so on. So of course we must have various showing the various quality. So the first thing first, of course, teaching and learning. We must make sure our teaching and learning it is very highest quality. Besides of this, we really proud of our activities. For example, if I want to show you, we have lots of activities with the industry. We have many MOUs that we can sign. We make sure our students are set to the. I'm just looking for the correct page. Sorry. Okay. So you can see we have many MOUs with the industry, which help us. We are set to the current industry demand. We know what industry want, and we develop our students based on that. Beside of this, we really proud that we have various projects going on in MASA. For example, we have MASA projects hospital, which our students doing their internship there, they can feel the real case studies. So always our students visit this MASA hospital project, which is amazing experience for our students and our lecturers as well, which is currently of some of our students even work there as a graduate students, which is amazing for us. And beside of this, we have various lab activities and so on. For example, as I mentioned, for our mechanical engineers, we have one of the most complete 3D printer lab. So we teach all our students this 3D printer, and our students have free access to this 3D printer for whenever whatever they want to print, which is actually it's really good for our students. So it caused our students very active in the various competition. For example, just now I can mention that just a few months back, our students joined this competition in Techno Olympics in Malaysia. They win the third prize for 3D printer activities, and they win 2,000 ringgit cash, which is massive, one of the best. And beside of these, our students recently they joined this international competition. They developed some kind of education system and they win the best prize. And next stage they're going to Brazil in September, which we're really proud of them. You can see their picture is all newspaper, all news that they from Malaysia. The students going to Brazil and compete internationally, and we are really proud of our students. That's why we keep always our standard high. We make sure our students not only in studies, also the hands-on experience, complex engineering, and various competition. They are really active. That's why we make sure our graduates are competent. That's why we make sure our graduate immediately after graduation they can find a suitable job in industry.
I've met some of your engineering students, and they are very, they're. I can see that they're very proud of being an engineering student. So
True,
I
true,
guess
true.
it's a really good experience that they're having on board with Masa, and and the lecturers who encourage them to actually participate in all these
Yeah, we
activities
actually
and
we have various
competitions.
activities. We make sure that we have many industries visit and so on.
Yeah,
Because one of the complaints from industries that students graduate are not reached to that level. However, we have many activities to make sure that our students reach to that
get the
standard. But no,
experience. Yeah,
let me show you another thing that it was very interesting actually. Just last week, we had this news in the Star just 19 May. They they published the news what are the highest demand jobs in industry,
yeah.
which you can see manufacturing just now and construction are highest demand in industry.
Yeah.
So not only our students are high competent, our field of studies also is the highest demand in the industry. So we
Yes.
make sure that our students immediate after graduation they can find suitable job, which is actually lots of job available for them with the highest salary. So this is a very nice news that just released last week, and
Yeah,
I'm
that
really
is true.
that I'm leading a faculty that we can have a successful graduate, useful for our society, and we try our best to make sure that we keep our planet for our futures. Because one of the things that our engineers can do to save the planet, which we call it sustainable energy by green technology, save our planet for our future generation, which is what of the things that as an engineers I'm really worried for our future generation. You can see with this population, so many resources can be used. How that's why it's a role of engineers and what we teach our students to help the environment, green environment, to save our planet for for next generation, and it is one of the highest responsibilities of engineers.
Yeah, I agree. You know, we need someone to lead in making sure that things are intact for the next generation to come. So we need to make sure that we develop people with the right mindset, with the right skills to make sure these things sustain itself, right?
True.
So, well done. Actually, I've been following Faculty of Engineering's social media page and the activities that you do, not only in engineering, but even in planting trees and trying to make
Yes.
the island in Carey Island be a bit cooler for the students. I think that's amazing, and it's really nice to see how students get an opportunity to see what values they can impart to others and develop their leadership skills while being engineers. Uh, so I guess now I would like to actually go on to the question of what would the entry requirement be in being an engineer. But we've touched a bit on how important maths is earlier.
Yeah.
However, yeah,
Okay,
to
for degree level, of course, you need to have the, I mean, either from foundation, which is related to engineering, or foundation in science, or matriculation, or diploma, civil engineers, mechanical, or electrical, with minimum CGPA 2. If you come from STPM, so you must have 3 credits, including math and one science subjects. And of course, we accept our UEC certificate as well. You need to have IELTS or MOAT Band 3 to enter this program as well. So the main important thing is that you need to have only 3 credits, including mathematics and one relevant science. Actually,
okay.
this is the most important things.
All right. Okay, so to our viewers out there, there's definitely a lot of information given today to you, but don't worry because all this information is readily available as well on our website. And before I go on to that part of today's talk, I would like to say thank you to Dr. Iman for being here with us today to touch on the importance of the demands of the industry for engineering, right? And for sharing with us the stories about the faculty, especially the students. So I wish them all the best, and I hope more students find this field interesting and to embark in this as their calling and their journey. Thank
Sure.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much, Jennifer. It was an honor for me to be here today. I just shared some experience with you. I really hope that students nowadays they understand the importance of engineering,
Yes.
how they can help the generation and civilization, and how they can help the future is the planet. So I really hope to see more students in our beautiful campus, Massa University, and Faculty of Engineering, Build Environment, and IT. Thank you so much, Jennifer. Thank you,
So
and
much,
have a
Dr.
nice day.
Iman.
Bye bye.
You too. Bye. All right. So for those who are still watching us, I'd like to let you know that I'm going to show you a QR code after this, which you can scan and sign in for a virtual appointment with us to find out more about how you can sign up for an engineering program. after hearing to all the benefits and advantages of doing one with Masa University. And if you have any other questions as to wanting to know whether engineering is your field, or whether you want to find out about any other programs that would be of your interest, please do scan this QR code and book an appointment with us. Got that? Okay. If you didn't get the QR code, you can always rewind and look at it again. Okay. So if you want to know more, book an appointment once again, or visit our website www.masa.edu.my, and you can drop us an inquiry, or even drop us an inquiry into our inbox right now, and we will get back to you right away. So hashtag high school to success for engineering out.